Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Tom C. Today we're going to be checking out VHorns Brass Collection by Acoustic Samples. It's a collection of 6 instruments. It's got 2 trumpets, 2 flugelhorns and 2 trombones, and we'll be checking it out first in solo and then in the context of a song. But before we do so, please subscribe to this channel and I hope you'll enjoy this one. It's feature packed, it's got lots of different features that you'll see will actually make for a great realistic brass performance. So let's check it out. Okay, so one of the things that I like about this library is that, well, first of all, it loads super quickly. Like, it is very lightweight, and there you go. So that's one of the things that I love. It doesn't take much space on your hard drive, and loads super quickly. Before we actually check out the user interface, we'll actually play with it a bit. I mean, to get this type of sound out of a brass library, I think it's the very first time. Maybe you guys are not impressed because maybe you have like tons of great brass libraries. I've got a few, but I must say, I think it sounds fantastic without anything, without reverb, without anything added to it. So yeah, let's have a look at the user interface. On the left, we've got different presets and different controllers presets as well. Then on the right, we've got different mutes. So we'll be checking it out in a minute. Then we've got here in the middle, we've got a vibrato control that you can change with MIDI CC, or that you can control with MIDI CC. And then we've got the air, or should I say the dynamics control here in the middle. And then on the right, you've got the amount of reverb. Let's check out the mix tab. Here we've got different mic positions. We've got close mics, mic 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic 1 is in front of the instrument, and the second mic is actually above the valves. And then you've got a third mic that's a bit further away, and a fourth mic that's even further away. And then we've got what they called virtual space mics that we'll be checking out in a second. You can basically route those or use the mix as virtual space source. You can either select yes or no, and you can do the same with the 3-band EQ that is provided. And we'll be checking out the virtual space and what it's about. So, well, actually, let's talk about it now because we need to talk about it, in order to talk about this section. So we've got the 4 close mics, and then we've got the virtual space mics, which is basically convolution based. So you can consider it as a room mic position. And because this, the combination of those 4 mics with the virtual space mics, you may end up with bad phase relationships. And in order to change that, in order to make it better, they've actually provided us with delay knobs to compensate for the phase differences or the bad phase relationships that might result from the combination of those mics. Then you've got some convolution reverbs here. So you've got a sexy drum room. You've got a good choice of those. We'll be checking them out, but we'll also be checking out the library with an external reverb. And then we've got, there you go, the virtual space. You can change the position of the mics. You've got ORTF, AB, XY, head, or mid-side. So this is pretty cool. and they've all got a different tone because of the placement. But you've also, so you can basically change the position of the trumpet or the instrument in the room, and this is convolution based, so you've actually got a change in texture and just in sound. So it's pretty cool, and you've got a stereo width control here. And then you've got the preferences. You've got preferences for pitch. You can change the glide interval. So basically here you've got 2 semitones, which is the default, but you can change that. You can change the note pitch and precision. So when a wind player plays, very generally they don't really end up on the precise note when they go from one note to the other. So you can change that. You can change also the attack pitch variation, you know, and you can change the attack pitch variation time. So these are great controls, you know, to kind of make the performance a bit more natural, a bit more human. And you can also use the advanced pitch bend, which basically makes the quality of the pitch bend better, but it also requires more CPU. And then you can change the maximum pitch bend, but if you go too far, it will end up, you know, it will result in a non-natural performance. And then you can change the legato transitions, and it is pretty cool because let's imagine that you play at a certain velocity, and then the second note at another velocity. Well, depending on your controls, it will either end up in a ramp of volume or a quick attack, a quick note. You can also change the velocity to attack time, and you've got different modes for glide, either velocity, MIDI CC, or manual, and you can change the threshold and the maximum length. You've also got a transition flutter from one note to the other, so you can increase that if you want to, and also a half valve amount. You don't have that on the trombone because you don't have valves, but you do on the Flugelhorn and you do on the trumpet. And you've also got vibrato settings. So this is this main control here is actually useful for you guys if you're playing with wind controllers with narrow vibrato amplitude. It basically allows you to have a better performance with this. And you know, when you've got a change in vibrato, you've got changes in volume, pitch. In volume and pitch, and you can change the modulation of that volume and the modulation of the pitch here, and also the vibrato speed in general. And you can also allow the vibrato to change with the airflow, and this is set by default to yes. So we've got a change in vibrato with the airflow, with the dynamics. You can also introduce growl or flutter. You can, add natural variation to natural variations to the air, the pitch, the valves, and the tongue. So you can add noises, more of those noises of the valves and of the tongue. Yeah, there's actually, listen to the release. Actually, you can hear it more here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, growl and flutter. Pretty cool, isn't it? More air. Pitch. It's actually too much, but it's cool. And then you've got some more MIDI controls, and also you can change the controller that you're using. Depending on what controller you're using, you might need different MIDI controls to make your performance better. Okay, so let's play a bit with those instruments. I have a good knowledge of every one of them because I've played with brass players in the past, and I kind of know what they sound like, how they're used, and that sort of thing. I don't have like an extensive knowledge as an arranger or anything like that, but yeah, I do know what they sound like, and I must say, that without any reverb, without messing around with the settings for an hour, you can get a realistic performance straight away with this. Sorry, that was me playing a bit fast. You can do fast legato, but you just need to get accustomed to. But it doesn't, I mean, it's not like a steep learning curve at all. You can play with it straight away. And I think that the top dynamics are still very realistic. You get, you know, a lot of the fears that you usually get from brass instruments, but without having that synthy sound. I can really picture someone playing this instrument, so super cool. Let's play with a virtual space. Actually, let's listen to it at maximum velocity. And then here. There's a change in tone, isn't there? So if we bring it here, and then here, not the same sound. Let's change the mic type, mic pair type. This is richer in lower mids and in the sound of the walls as well of the room. Oh, nice. So just to let you know, I've not played much with this library yet. I'm still discovering it. So this is not me acting up surprise or anything like that at all. Okay. We want to check out as many as we can. But we can't just check out every seat position for every instrument, otherwise it will never finish. I think we have to be careful with our playing in the higher register on the Flugelhorn. So this is me not playing realistically here. This is not the library. Yeah, you've got to be careful with how you play on. One thing to also know is that when you play a higher note, you kind of need more air. Well, it feels like it. I'm not a trumpet player, but you tell me. And I think those staccatos are lovely. So we've also got Keyswitches. So this is a 4. Pretty cool. Oh, nice. Very nice. I really like it. So depending on the note you play, you could actually play rises and falls. Well, I should play this. More realistically, but this is basically that thing that you're doing with the tongue and kind of reintroducing airflow, if I'm not mistaken. You can play with the valves as well, so you've got a good choice of, you know, key switches as well. So most of the playing is done very intuitively. You don't have the usual key switches that you would have in other libraries. I think wanted to keep it as simple as they could. Mid-side is pretty cool too. Let's bring it back to the center. Let's place it in a space. I mean, add a bit of reverb to it. Quite a bit, maybe. Always nice in a cathedral. Insane room. Oh my, this is beautiful. That feeling of loneliness. My playing isn't perfect, so there might need little adjustments here and there, but you get the idea. I think it sounds wonderful. Okay, let's move on to the next sound, next instrument, otherwise we'll just spend I don't know how much time on this. This one seems to be gritty overall. Nice. It's got more of a bitey upper mid range. It's just a joy to play. It really is. Yeah, let's play with the XY. A lot of that high-end bite mid-side. Bring it back a bit here in the middle. Let's actually bring a bit of the external reverb to it. So you can actually introduce some glide with the velocities depending on how you play it. This is without reverb again. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we've got some trombones here. I like the missed notes in there. It's probably due to my playing, but you know, the transitions kind of, and you know, with trombone players, it actually takes time to do this. So oh, nice. Check out those lower velocities. Nice and farty. There's a great amount of detail, you know, that high-end fizz and sizzle that I was talking about doesn't just sound this There's a certain complexity to it. Oh my god. It's really good. Really, really good. Well, what can I say? Trombone number 2. Is this the best brass sample library I've ever tried? Yes, it is. Maybe not you, but... Oh. The mid-range is a bit more nasal on this one. One thing I've forgotten to do is to check out the mutes. Let's add a bit of reverb here. Actually, here. I like that. Let's try the diamond room, actually. Let's try a different mute. Plunger. Let's turn the volume down a bit more. Okay, let's try straight. I mean, they all have a great sound. nice. Didn't mean to do that, but it's really cool. Okay, let's try with Chappelle Jean. Okay. Bucket. Very nice. Great sound. And super inspiring. I mean, this is the kind of thing that makes you come up with ideas and makes you want to compose melodic lines. Alright, let's try out the trumpets now. I really like the staccatos. Let's try it with the with a bit of longer reverb. More. Actually, let's try it with the cathedral. Lovely sound, beautiful sound. Okay, let's listen to the different mics. Let's bring it back to what was it? Sexy Drum Room, and we'll try out the different mics. Mic 1. Mic 2. Darker in tone, less bite. Mic number 3. A lot richer in the treble area. Mic 4. Same thing with even less body. Let's do a blend of 1-4. I love it that when you miss notes, still sounds good. Great sound. Let's try 2 and 3. pretty incredible the control that you have on your tone with this library. Less of the mic 3 with the 1. Let's try that with a longer reverb. Beautiful tone. Love it. I think this would be nice with... what are the mutes? Just love it. It's just great to play with it. You can play with the different mic positions as well. Bring it back to the drum room. Try it with another mute, straight. Actually, this would be good with a bit of growl. Okay. Much richer in the mid-range. Let's try a different... Okay. This is how good the legato is. You can do your own trills. Awesome. I mean, this legato is amazing. Just super playable. great. Yeah. Okay, bucket. Alright, let's try trumpet number 2. More bite in this one. Richer in the treble area and in the upper mids as well. There's more bite to it. Let's try it with the plunger. Let's try the virtual space and bring him back in the mix, or should I say in the room. Try a different pair. So many possibilities in terms of tone. Let's bring back the long reverb. Let's try it. The XY. Let's bring it back to you can really picture the player in the room. You can hear the sound of the mouth and the valve and the air. Lovely tone. Let's try last one. Maybe the straight. Let's try with a plate reverb. Wonderful sound. Right, so now we're going to be listening to VHorns in the context of one of my songs called Morse Code on the North Star that you'll find in the description. This is a different version and it was recorded a few weeks ago at a venue, so it's a live recorded version. It's not perfect, but I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. So I used the Trumpet number 2, ORTF mics on the right with the virtual space. With the Flugelhorn, I actually used Flugelhorn 2, ORTF mics as well on the left, and then the trombone in the middle with the mid-side mic pair. I did a bit of mixing to this, so not too much. This is just a quick mix that I did for you guys. So what I did to the horns, added a bit of tape saturation with TAIP. You'll find the review of the plugin on my channel, and just removed a bit of mid-range at 1.5. So let's listen to it.
It's past midnight, Arctic time. Ultraviolet mirrors, screen of light. A time capsule and blanket white. A heel in my feet on the world sublime. An altitude I'm living, and latitude I'm opening, and gratitude I'm breathing, and in longitude I'm remembering. Why is the world out there so bright? Be brave enough to accept the light. My gratitude is on par with the Morse code on the North Star. The stealing oxygen from the trees walls, rewinding to correct my faults. I'm a beacon of radiant thoughts in the opera of bright hopes. In altitude I'm living, in latitude I'm opening, in gratitude I'm breathing, and in longitude I'm remembering. Why is the world out there so bright? Be brave enough to accept the light. My gratitude is on par with the Morse code on North Side.
Right, so the brass performance is not perfect here. I could have played with the vibrato a bit more, and also what I did with the levels is that I was really careful to not get in the way of the lead vocal too much. So this is me trying to show you what it sounds like in context. If I mixed it, you know, so it's not a finished mix or anything like that. Maybe I should have, you know, pushed the trumpets a bit more here and there. But yeah, I hope that you like it. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Thank you very much for watching this video. I've really enjoyed doing this for you guys, and feel free to subscribe and to help me out by buying me a coffee or maybe purchasing my song. That would be great. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.